Hey everyone, we're back again with another video on helping small businesses to win in the government market space. And so what I want to do is continue with the capability statement video. You all really love that video. So let me bring up the video so you know which video I'm talking about. The winning capability statement for government contractors. And I recorded that video because of so many small businesses really needing help with their capability statement. And the capability statement is your marketing material. That is one of your main marketing materials on what you use to reach out to the different agencies, to the different prime contractors, to the state and local agencies. So it's very good to have one. And then you customize it for each organization. So in that video, I gave you all the steps. So if you haven't watched it, go back to the video, how to create a winning capability statement for government contracts with a sample from HHS. And I go in there periodically to make sure they haven't changed their website. As of this recording, everything is still there. Everything is still current. And every so often I go back and check again because I also want to make sure you have the most current information on creating that capability statement. Now, once you've created that capability statement, next we have to start marketing our capability statement to prime contractors, agencies, and team and partners, whatever. But this video is focusing on building your capability statement for your CRM. So you got your CRM, you've created one, right? You have to have a way to track it. I can't emphasize this enough. I have my small businesses calling me and saying, okay, well, I've visited about 4 or 5. They're not sure. You have to be sure about how many agencies you contacted, how many team and partners you contacted, what is the information that you should have on your CRM just to get started, right? Because this is a series. We're talking about, okay, I created the capability statement. Now I want to market it. But first, who are we going to market it to? We have to know who we have identified and how we're going to market the capability statement. So I believe in creating that CRM. So now you've created your CRM. You should start off with first qualifying them because you want to know, I've conducted a preliminary review and I see that they are my ideal client, right? They do purchase my service. And the way you do that is, okay, I start qualifying. So I enter them on the CRM. Now, this is not going on your sales pipeline of some potential opportunities. I want to keep everything separate so you can understand the importance of each. And then if you want to combine it, if you want, however you want to do it, because your master CRM is what you keep because you're going to make notes and all that. So if you have an assistant who goes in there and inputs the information, and maybe you don't want to share all that information with everyone. You just want everyone to have on the team to have the basic information, but then you have your master. So this is the one that the team is going to use, update. They're going to start the preliminary reviews so you can see that this agency, prime contractor, team and partner is the one for you. So the date you start, that's input that date so you can track and measure and see how long it's taken you to get through the process. Then the source, where did I get this data? Did I get it from LinkedIn? Did I get it from GSA schedule? Did I get it from a local state procurement? Keep up with your sources so when you create your dashboard, you'll know, okay, I've gotten 5 opportunities from the GSA directory. Then I only got a few from the subnet, or I got subnet is not producing that much work, so I'm going to move them down to priority 3. That's how you are able to make those decisions on who should you be pursuing. And color code everything the way that is beneficial for you so that way you can keep up with it, right? So we know we got the source. Now we got their contact name, their company name, their business size. Are they your ideal client? Because I have a lot of small businesses out here who haven't had their first contract or even started their bid. They're still in that startup phase and still trying to figure out the ins and out of doing business with the government, right? So it would not be ideal for you to offer your service to an organization that is large, because they're looking for people that's already ready, who's financially sound, and who has a team of experts to collaborate with as a subcontractor. So I recommend, if you're very new and starting, stay within a small business size. So maybe other small business, or maybe 2 to 3 people on the team. So this is very important. And then most of my small business, we get discouraged because the large primes are not wanting to work with you. Well, because you are a liability, you are a risk, and they're not willing to take on that risk at that time. So that way, because they don't feel there's a need, because you got to understand, you have 100 small businesses, more than 100, contacting these large primes, asking them to put them on the team. So what makes you different than putting you on the team? Is it because you differentiate, because you have expert 24/7 services and so forth and so on? So then you got their email, you got their phone number, and then what service are you offering them? Are you offering them your proposal writing services? Are you offering them your business development service? So you can see which services that you're offering, so you can track and measure what services are your clients mostly buying. So that way you can, when you're doing your analysis and your trends, you can see what is working, what's not working, what should I change, what should I do? And then I recommend that you put date contacted. So now we started inputting them on June 29th, but now we're going to do the first contact is projected for July 7th. And it's easy to do that. You just put a formula in there. You take that sale, and then you add 8 or 7 days or 6 days, whatever you deem necessary, how many days you want before you contact him. How long will it take you to do a preliminary review of this agency, so that way you could offer your service to them. Then keep all of them format. Okay, so 14 days later, I'm going to reach back out, do a follow-up if I haven't heard from them. Now, if you've heard from them, then you're going to change the way you do it. So then maybe you might be ready to connect and give a capability briefing. It depends on every situation, but you want to have a systematic flow of how you're going to contact these potential leads, so that way you can have a systematic way, take all the emotion out. You have a systematic way of contacting these individuals. So then maybe they don't, then you put another formula in. Okay, date, I planned on emailing them. Then date for a phone call. Then I want to inform the client on something. It doesn't matter, however you decide you want to set up that system. Then add them to your network. Maybe you want to wait 7 times before you add them to your network or your LinkedIn profile or something. And then you put the date. Then give value. Email them a case study. Then put the date. And then maybe you want to wait 7 days. Because see, remember, it's staying on the top of their mind. The goal of the CRM is so you can stay on top of your business development activities, but then also making sure you have a systemized way of reaching out to these contacts. And so I didn't want to make the video very long, but I wanted to make sure, first, create that winning capability statement. That's the step 1. You have to have it, so you can advertise to these different, but you want to build a relationship as well, because you're dealing with people. Remember, people dealing with people. You're dealing with people at organizations. You're dealing with people at small businesses. You're dealing with people constantly. So if you see it already as a business relationship that I'm trying to build with this organization, and not try to do it quickly, because any relationship takes time to build. So if you do it with that in mind, that you've put in, so that way you don't have to figure out. Then you can add the condition formatting to let you know it'll turn red when it's coming close, or orange and then red. That means I need to call them. So that conditional formatting. So there's plenty of YouTube videos out there for how to do conditional formatting. There's plenty of YouTube videos out there for how to set up your formulas. For that way, you're trying to systemize it and automate it as much as possible. That way, you know it gets done. Because when things are very hard and difficult for us to do, we tend not to do it. So I hope this video helps you. Please like, subscribe, add comments down in the comments section for other videos that you would like for me to create, and to continue on with the series of showing you, okay, step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay, now that we've got our list together, now we're going to build our scripts. Now that we have our scripts together, now we're going to start, it's everything has a step, and all you have to do is do one step at a time. That way you're constantly moving the business forward. All right, y'all, take care and have a wonderful day. Bye now.